So we got a new office space. This is super exciting, and it's actually a godsend. Keep watching to find out why. The way we found this space was absolutely amazing. John Crenshaw, who's filming, found it on, I think, LoopNet, right? And I was like, man, this is the perfect spot, because we were looking around for different spaces and nothing was really making sense. I found the space and it was perfect. I just felt it in my guts. I was like, this is it. So I happen to know the landlord because I saw where it was, which is really close to where I live. And so it really made sense that I can get to the office in like 60 seconds, which was awesome. Like, I've always been jealous of this office complex. I've always wanted to be here. I'm like, this has got to be it. One's finally available. I've been praying for years, right? So I text the guy, it's like a Saturday, and he calls me back and he's like, I just gave it to this law firm, this local law firm that's going to come in and lease this space. I'm like, that is such a bummer. God, why would this be happening? This is supposed to be my space. Like, why can't I have this thing I've been praying for all these years? So Erin just got her wisdom teeth out yesterday, so she's not here to tell the story. Flashback to yesterday, it was kind of funny.
I am busy on the inside.
Erin and I started praying, right? And we were like, God, if this is your will, let it happen. So the next day, Sunday, I get a random call from the landlord's wife. And she's like, hey, I'm over here at this office space right here. We met right here. I'm like, I'll be there in 60 seconds. So we came over here, we met the landlord's wife, and I was like, I thought you guys were gonna give this to the law firm. She's like, well, we were, but they didn't show up to give us their deposit, and we were waiting on one final signature that they never gave us. So I was like, wow, God, you seriously are very faithful. This is amazing. And so, long story short, we wound up signing the lease and writing a deposit check that day, within the hour, on Sunday. We made this place ours. We signed a 3-year lease. So as soon as the lease was signed, we literally next day had people in here doing demo. So let's check out what we did.
So as you walk in, what an awesome room, right? Look at this glass door. Jesse designed this, I think with Clay's help. I'm not sure who gets credit for that.
It wasn't always this awesome.
So as we got into the space for the first time as a team, we all walked through here to come up with what we thought would work for office space, who was going to get what office, designing what room, how to do the conference room, the kitchen area. So
there was a lot of collaboration.
It was a lot.
Yeah,
like quick.
Clay ordered all the ceiling tiles and
all the ceiling tile,
furniture stuff,
desk. Found out what fit John Crenshaw's long legs and got a great desk. But this really, really awesome glass entry here, soft close door, awesome conference room for us to collaborate.
So as Clay said, we have this custom glass, which is awesome. It's thick, it's got one black track here. We got rid of what was here, reframed the walls a little bit to make it all fit. And there was this really ugly set of cabinets here before that we just totally got rid of. At first we were like, we could try to refinish it or something, but we're just like, nah, get rid of it. And we went ahead and designed. John Crenshaw helped a lot with this, a custom wall graphic that displays our culture. And so when we're here, isn't this great, guys? Like when we're meeting with clients, this is the spot.
Yes.
This is where you make sales.
This is the room we definitely use to bring our clients in to meet us. We have a TV, the media, all hooked to our computer for presentations, for videos, proposals, etc. We have some of our job photos posted in here. We have a whiteboard for taking notes, collaborating, and a nice big conference table.
Nice big table, just in case we do print out some plans. We have a nice big table to lay it all out on.
But Crenshaw might get mad.
Yes.
Because we build in the cloud.
Build in the cloud. Every now and then we'll print out something.
So we did print something out. We printed out some job photos. These are like these canvases. Erin ordered these online somewhere so we can point and be like, yeah, look at this orthodontics office we built. Look at this oxygen bottling facility we built. Look at that skincare clinic that we built. Look at this 40,000 square foot auto dealership on a 55-acre lot that we built. So really cool stuff to bring a client in and have a nice space for them to See. So this space, there was like this little wall right here. We got rid of that. We ran LVP flooring throughout this whole office, by the way. But we decided to leave this as more of an open space for superintendents. We call it like, what do we call it? The superintendent area, you know. And they come in here. We got this tabletop that they can come in and pull up a chair, throw down a laptop, write out our ideas on the whiteboard.
So this is where everybody comes to take a nap. So yeah, I mean, this is my office. Basically, it's a nice, spacious office. There's a lot of meetings and huddles in here. Basically,
Sometimes way too many meetings and huddles.
sometimes they're great. Sometimes they're actually are right, like a little
I
huddle.
come in, I'm like, Ron! We got all this work to do.
Yeah.
So one thing that we decided to install in each person's office is occupancy sensors. So when you walk in, the light turns on automatically. And when you sit still at your desk, it turns off on you. No, I'm just kidding. No, it stays pretty good. But sometimes I'll put a little sticky note. This is a hack. You can put a sticky note here and click the button. And then if you want the lights off, then you're good to go. This is a major point. When everything has a place, you can stay more organized in life. So when I come in, boom, I throw my keys on right there. I walk over to my desk. You can see I got all this IKEA furniture. So this is actually a desk that I'm not going to stick with. I've had this for years. I wanted to focus on everyone else's desks. Got Ron and Clay and Brian and Jeremy and everyone, John, new white. We got IKEA desks. We can hit those in a minute. But this is the podcast area. Clay, have a seat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We haven't filmed a podcast here yet, but it's super exciting. Little desk here. Clay and I actually installed these hexagon black things ourselves.
Acoustical tile.
Acoustical sticky back tiles, and we cut them ourselves. Pretty proud. We don't usually cut stuff
Cut them and
ourselves.
stick them. Yeah.
Yeah, we usually subcontract everything, but so it's exciting stuff. And then the biggest thing in this office, I would say, is the TV. When you have a TV in your office, you can really collaborate. So like, this is how a performance review might go, right? So I have this pad also. Ron, I got the idea from Ron. So you can stand on it, and it's revolutionary. So I like to pull my whatever we're working on, collaborating on, onto the TV, and I'll probably sit if we're having like a meeting. I'll bring my chair over, but I sit just like Ron. Ron sits 0% of the time. I sit probably an eighth of the time. But anyway, we'll pull it up. Everyone can see what we're working on. We can come over here, point at drawings or spreadsheets, whatever it is.
And we always, even though the microphones might not be on, we always act like we're talking to them because it's cool.
It's really
It's
important.
really fun.
One thing I like about this office is because of the way it's set up with the chairs in Jesse's office, my office, even other offices, is it is set up for us to easily collaborate. We can come in here, whether it's a scheduled meeting, whether it's a quick huddle for 10 minutes, and literally collaborate and help it. We love collaborating because it gives us the growth.
That is the point of having an office, is so you can collaborate with your team and not have to like call them and like, hey, are you available to talk? You can just go bother them while they're working at their desk. So this is that IKEA thing we're talking about. So it's always nice to have 2 chairs in all of your people's offices because you can come in and talk to them and you can sit at their level. Mostly.
Yeah, so we can collaborate like this. And then we can look at plans. Check this out. This is crazy.
Dude.
All right. Whoa. My favorite part of this office is this window.
The squirrels are his favorite part.
So after collaborating, you feel like you want to go take some exercise, you can just crawl right out, and you're in the backyard.
And you can become a squirrel.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a good one.
See ya.
You know what's crazy? Is that's not the first time he's done that. I can tell.
Oh yeah.
So when we first walked in here, there was like these walls here, non-load bearing, but we just got rid of those. We opened the space up. Open concept in the kitchen is really nice. New fridge, new white shaker cabinetry. We have all our cups and everything, down here, plates, alien mugs. We installed these open shelves. Nice sink, undermount sink, white quartz.
Everybody in our team in some way touched the design and construction coordination of this kitchen.
Yeah. We did this whole project in like 2 weeks, and we waited for the glass to come in.
Yeah.
But that was another couple weeks. But we were like moved in without the glass of the conference room in literally like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
It was really intense. Like a lot was happening here. But literally, occupancy sensor, really cool. We moved this vanity over, nice big. We can store stuff under there. And new toilet, baby. All right, this is Brian's office.
Hello.
Brian is our senior estimator. This is where all the sauce is made. This is the Mac Daddy of all cheeses. This is the cheese on top of the sauce. So we got some fresh monitors here. Got the little wraparound. Tell them about some key terms like out the door means it's sent to the
Right.
client. On the streets means we send it out to the subs.
Subs to bid.
Yeah.
It's out on the street. Out the door means we're sending it to the owner.
So now you know how to estimate.
Right.
Like and subscribe for more tips.
That's right. Yeah.
So we got these IKEA, desks for everybody. They're all the same with this extra little accoutrement.
This video is not sponsored by IKEA.
Yeah. Click my affiliate link. Man, I could probably figure that out. So we'll come in here. This is like the estimating department, really. So we come in here, we review all the numbers, making sure we're not having too much markup on there, but enough to where our expenses are covered. We can still pay our overhead for the year, and maybe make a little bit of a profit at the end of the year for all these projects,
Collaboration in here basically is the main reason is to review proposals and estimates. When I went to college, my mentor said basically you need a second estimator to do a second review. And it's because we're so detail oriented, we want to make sure we're giving the client everything they want. We're very particular about the details, and that's what we do in this room most of the time.
So we're going to transition Mark, which you guys know Mark, from superintendent into a project management role here at J-Lane. So that's really one thing that we're really excited about, which we just hired Josh, another superintendent. He's down there building our ground up imaging center in Middleburg, 6,000 square foot imaging center, and also turning our ViStar building into a software development company for Church Track. He's going to run both those jobs. We just interviewed a guy for superintendent, so we're actively finding superintendents to fill where Mark was, so Clay can get out of the PM roles, his dominoes, right? Because you have one person moving up and everyone has to kind of move. So Clay is going to move to sales, a little bit of PM, probably maybe 3/4, quarter, but more sales. So he can collaborate with Brian on the estimating and obviously with me. And Ron helps with that as well too, with sales and stuff. But we're developing some really cool processes. This is like our core team. I mean, John's behind the camera. He's like, he runs the whole thing.
John is part of the core team.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Mark is too. I mean, he's just not here today. But and Erin as well, but she just had her wisdom teeth out yesterday.
So that core team is, we include our superintendents as part of that core team. So the people aren't here today. We got Mark, Josh, Jeremy,
Yeah.
and I think that's it for right now. And
We have a team of like 10 people or something, but we're,
And everybody's multifaceted. That's the good thing about this.
Yeah.
So
many
it
hats.
works out really good.
Yeah. So now that we got everything all renovated, it's absolutely amazing. We're so excited to take over Jacksonville, and then the country, and then the world. It's very exciting. We're thriving in our new office space. We're making lots of sales in the conference room. Like, comment if you want to see more stuff like this. I'll see you in the next video.